I have some beauty favorites to share with you guys today. There's actually been some skincare products that I've been head over heels for, and then also some makeup products. I was just going to mention one of these products, but I kind of love them both equally, and I hauled them in my California haul video, and this is the Bobbi Brown Illuminating Bronzing Powder in Telluride number 10. I got this at the CCO, or some people don't know what the CCO is. It's the cosmetic company outlet. It's kind of like a high-end brand discount makeup store. So this is Telluride. This is the prettiest cool toned burnt red toned bronzer. It just makes my skin look like I just got out of the sun, and I've been using it and the other products that I'm going to show you like kind of non-stop. This is a matte. For the most part, it's a matte bronzer, and I don't have this one on today. I have the other one on, but I've been rotating between these two non-stop since I purchased both of them. I actually don't think I've even reached for another bronzer since I got these two, but this one is Telluride, again from Bobbi Brown. It's called the Illuminating Bronzing Powder, but the tone of this is just, it's the perfect tone of bronzer for my skin. I feel like it's something that I've been looking for so long. I mean, I have some other bronzers that I really love as well, more bronzy bronze, but I've always kind of been on the hunt for the perfect burnt bronze, and Benefits Dallas kind of does that for me too, but this is like a little bit deeper and more matte version than Benefits Dallas. That's more of a shimmery type of color, but I've used Benefits Dallas as a bronzer for a long time as well, but I just love this product. And then the other one that I picked up at the same time that I got that one is the highlighting powder, also in Telluride, from Bobbi Brown. And you wouldn't think that you would use this as a all over bronzer on your face, but that's actually what I have on my face today. When my skin's really good, which it's been being pretty good lately, I like a glowier type of a bronzer, and this really has that, it's got that cool tone to it, and it also gives me that just out of the sun type of a look, except for it's more glowy. It gives my skin more of that glow. It's so pretty. These two products, the tone of them is just so right up my alley. So both of those are in Telluride. So far I've purchased 8 of the new Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. These are probably the best glitter type of eye product that I've ever used. I've used loose glitters like the Lit with the liquid and stuff like that, but these are just so much more convenient. If you put them on before you blend your eyeshadow and then blend, you will get fallout on your face. But I use these, I'll put my eyeshadow on my entire eye kind of look, and then I'll use this over the top and either use the wand and then pat it in, or just kind of get some on my finger and pat it over the top. The one I'm wearing today is the Rose Gold Retro, and I used it again. I put on an entire eyeshadow look and then just took the wand and I just kind of went like, that on the lid portion, and then took my finger and patted over it like that. But this one is the Rose Gold Retro. Again, one of the prettiest, most easy to use glitter eye products that I've tried, and I've tried a lot. They released 3 that I want to get. Some reason the Stila website still doesn't like to let me check out, which is really bizarre. But I wanted the 3 new ones that they came out with the spring collection, but I've heard that those ones aren't quite as good as these ones. I still want to get my hands on them, but I don't have them right now. But if you guys have tried them, let us know if those ones are as good as the ones that the original release, which I think of it at some point I'm gonna want all of them because they're really good. This next product I haven't even hauled yet, but I was at Ulta. It's been, I think, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. I'm losing track of days here. But I purchased this Ulta Beauty Illuminator Sheer Radiant Finish, it says, and this is one of the new shades. It's called Brilliant Diamond. It's a straight white shimmery highlighting powder, and Ulta was doing buy 2 Ulta items get 2 free, which I've noticed they kind of do pretty frequently. And so I actually purchased two of this particular product because I was like, well, why not? And 2 other Ulta products. But this is really nice. The price on the receipt after I got all products and checked out, and I also had a $5 off the Ulta coupon, which Ulta is really good about their coupons and stuff like that. But this ended up costing me like $2.50, and for as nice as it is, and the price, you just kind of can't go wrong. It's a traditional type of highlighter powder. It's got the dimethicone in it, but it's really smooth, and it's just a flat white. It has no undertone to it at all. But I've worn this, I would say I've worn this at least every other day. If not every day since I purchased it, but it's really pretty. You can make it as intense or as sheer as you want and buff it out on the skin. It's definitely light enough for the fair skin tone. I think there was one other new shade, and then they had two other that were in the original line, and those were a bit deeper, but this particular one, it's really smooth. Again, it's that traditional powder type of formula, but I mean, $2.50, I was really impressed with it. So the shade that one is called Brilliant Diamond. I don't have that one on today because I kind of have some warmer makeup on, and I put on the Charlotte Tilbury Bar Up Gold, which I haven't worn for a really long time, kind of to go with the warm tones. But that Ulta Beauty one is a really pretty, extremely affordable highlighter. The next product is the Tom Ford Sheer Cheek Duo in Paradise Lust. This one just came out with his summer 2017. I'm like, what year is it? This year's spring or summer collection, and it looks like this. There's a highlight and a blush shade in here. The highlighter is kind of, it blends more into my skin tone than like does lifting, but it's a pretty highlight on my skin tone. When I use this, I mix the two shades together, and I do have this on my cheeks as a blush today. It's the gelée type of formula, which I feel sits really pretty on the skin. Some people have problems picking up these type of products. I would recommend a natural bristle brush, not a synthetic that's really soft, and then make sure too that your brush is more dry to pick up that product. I have been using the new, which is also a favorite, the new Wayne Goss number 14 brush. To put this on, I just take the tips and go back and forth between the two and wisp it on. I love the original number 14 brush, and I always wanted to pick up another one, so it was convenient because he came out with a new brush, face brush range, and I ordered it, and I've been using this brush, and I feel like this one here doesn't have quite as much movement as the other one. I don't want to say the word stiff because it is really soft, but it's a little bit more structured feeling than my original number 14, which I've got right here. This one here, you can kind of see it looks a little bit more fluffy, and then this one here has got a little bit more of a structure to it. So, but in any event, I love both of these two brushes for blushes, and they pick up this new 14. Well, both of them, they pick up this particular product for me really well. But let me swatch these for you guys. Again, this is the blush that I have on today. I mixed the two shades. Super, super pretty. I've also been loving the new Marc Jacobs Highliner gel crayons, the matte gel eye crayons. I've got 3 of them. So far, in terms of drying out, they're still really creamy. I know I've had to have them for over a month by now, but they still feel as creamy now as they do when I got them. They last really well on the waterline for me, and they haven't flaked off into my eye either. The one I've been wearing the most is in the shade Whirlpool, which is this teal shade, and that's what I have on my waterline today. But all 3 of these shades are really pretty. I love the original Highliner gel crayons as well. I feel like the ones with shimmer in them tend to dry out quicker than like the matte ones or ones that don't have shimmer in them, but he has improved his formula on the originals as well. The ones that I think I I mentioned him in my empties video. I know those ones were part of his original release of these, and since then I think he's improved the formula. But so far so good on these guys. So this one is Whirlpool. Again, this is the one that I have on my waterline. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all the ones that I have for you guys. Out of the Blue, which is a really pretty cobalt blue shade. And then the other one is called Overnight, which is more of a deep navy shade. Next up are the new House of Lashes Iconic Lights. These are what I have on right now in the outer portion of my eyes. Here's a full pair. When I use these, I probably cut about 1/3 of the lash off, so that's about as much as I'm wearing right what you're seeing here. They give that same iconic like feel, but it's a lighter version, hence the name Iconic Light. And also the band is thinner, which I wasn't sure because sometimes the bands on the originals break apart quicker for me, but these ones here, I brought an extra pair with me when I went on my trip to to California, but I had a pair that I had pre-cut that I had worn a few times prior, and I just brought those along with me. And those lashes, I think I wore them. Did I wear them every day I was down in California? I think I did. I think I wore that same pair of lashes, I would say 6 times while I was down there, and they still were holding up strong. So the band, even though it's thinner, it lasted, I feel like, longer than the original Iconics. But I just like the look of them. They're a little bit more natural, but still give that iconic eyelash flare on the outer portions of my eyes. I really like them. I always wait for a sale, which House of Lashes likes to do 20% off sales every now and again. They do them pretty frequently, actually. This next product is by the brand Mahalo, and it's an organic skincare range that is like handmade, hand poured, hand extracted ingredients in Hawaii. So they make their stuff like in smaller batches so that everything is really fresh. And some of their stuff, I think, like they released this collection, which this mask came out of. It was called the Love Collection, and I think there was a serum and a balm in there that they can only make at certain seasons, because that's when the plants that they put in the product are available to like harvest. That's like how fresh their stuff is. But I've tried every single product from Mahalo except for the body oil, and I love like everything that they make. It's not a cheap brand by any means, which when you think about how it's made and all of that stuff, it's understandable. But anyway, this is called the Bean Mask. Mahalo Skincare Antioxidant Mask to detoxify, purify, and tone. It smells like heaven in a jar. This one here, again, it came out in that collection, and it just launched in the permanent range today, which is April 1st. And I've been seeing everybody's silly April 1st things on Instagram, and then I'm thinking to myself, but is it real? It can't be real. But anyway, this here, I just ran out of I think 3 days ago. I wrote the date on the bottom when I got it. It was 2/11/17. So today's the end of March, a month and a half. And I would say I use this two or three or three times a week since I've gotten it. And I'm just obsessed with it. This guy here is empty. So when I ran out of it the other day, I was like, no. It stays kind of tacky on the skin, but you can feel like your skin absorbing ingredient. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's an amazing, amazing mask. I've used this one up. I just ordered another one today because that was when it became available. It was just now today, and I was like, I need another one like now, like yesterday. But anyway, Mahalo is a beautiful, beautiful organic skincare brand. I also have just one use out of my jar of the Petal Mask, it's called, and so I ordered another jar of that, but that's my other favorite. It comes in like twice the size of this tub, but for moisturization, and it's just another one of those products that you just want to put on your face. But I can't recommend this enough, and I just love this bean mask. My skin feels so good after I take it off. I feel like it's been like detoxed, I guess, without being over dried, and I also feel like it's been hydrated at the same time, which is kind of strange. But I've just really been getting into the joy of using all natural skin products, and like the smells of them, and when you put them on your face, it just makes me happy. It's the most bizarre thing. I can blame Uppy's Beads, Miss Tammy, for that. I'm gonna link her channel down below. She does tons of videos on skincare and stuff like that, but she kind of like dove me into that direction of skincare, because she loves skincare as well. And then you get these all natural products, and the ingredients, it's not a smell that you get from a synthetic fragrance or an additive to make the product smell. The smell is coming from the actual ingredients that are put in there, and it's awesome. Anyway, the other product is from Farmacy, and it's a new launch from them. It's the Green Clean Makeup Meltaway Cleansing Balm. It's a 3.2 ounce jar. And initially I was like, yeah, you know, use it and take my makeup off, get in and use my normal cleanser and my Foreo or whatever. But when I was I think I was on the way back from California on the road trip, I just kind of my skin was dry feeling, and it kind of had some little bumps around which I get right under here, those kind that are underneath the skin and you can feel them. And it's like almost near impossible, it feels like, to get them out. Those kind of things going on there. So I was just like, heck with it. And so I was actually on the way back double cleansing with this. So like I would melt off all my makeup and then wash that off, and then I'd pat my face dry, because you use something like this on a dry skin, and then I would grab another scoop and really massage it into my skin after all the makeup's off. So like literally a double cleanse with the same cleanser. And by the time I got home, this entire side of my face and almost all of this side of my face, those little hard underneath the skin bumps were gone. And I mean, you name it, I have tried it to try to get rid of those. These two areas right here is where I get those, and I can't believe like did it get in there and like loosen them up? I don't know, because like oil attracts oil, so I'm like, well, maybe that like helped pull them out. But that's like all I've been doing to cleanse my face. I even haven't used my Foreo. I've just been using like this. Sometimes I've got some other cleansing balms or cleansing oils that I kind of want to work through, so I'll use one of those first to remove my makeup and then pat my face dry and then make sure that I finish with this guy. And it's just, I'm obsessed. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to show you guys how obsessed that I am. If you sign up on the Farmacy Beauty website, you can get 15% off your order. So I went ahead and I did that, and then I have them back there. There's 3 stacked up right there. I ordered 3 of the cleansing balms, because I'm going to show you how much this I have left. I've had this jar for, I want to say, a month and a half. It's a fairly new release, but that's as much is left. And I'm like, I can't be without this stuff. It's really good, and it smells really good. And neither of these products, which I've noticed with some of these all natural, really pure ingredient products, none of these products burn my skin. None of these products turn my face red, and I have a really sensitive, highly reactive skin type. And so I had tried a Tatcha product. I'm really going on here, man. But I tried the Silk Cream by Tatcha, and when I put it on my skin, it immediately started burning on certain parts of my face. And so I was like, yeah, no, setting that off to the side. Give me, the other one. What I like to use, and I almost feel like it's a carrier moisturizer, and Stephanie Nicole, which if you guys don't know her, I'll link her channel down below, another like skincare expert. She turned me on to it. It's the Belief Moisturizing Balm, so I'll like take a glob of that and put it in my hands, and then I'll take a couple drops of like either my oil, which sometimes I'll do drops of oil, and also some of like my balms. Like they're like pressed oil balms, like the May Lindstrom Blue Cocoon or the Mahalo Indigo, the blue indigo, is it called? The indigo balm. Oh my gosh, you guys, the smell of some of these products. But anyway, I almost feel like that moisturizer not only moisturizes to lock in moisture on my face, but it kind of like helps those products sink into my skin, and it's just amazing. But anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to do a skincare routine at some point, because I'm feeling pretty confident in the products that I've been using recently. But I do have 2 more makeup products to share with you guys today, and one of them I have on my eyes right now, and that is the Viseart Warm Matte Eyeshadow Palette number 10. I love all of my Viseart palettes across the board, but I've been reaching for this one quite a bit, and I actually didn't think that I would use this one as frequently as I have been. And so yeah, this is what I have on my eyes with that Stila eyeshadow. You guys have heard me go on and on about Viseart eyeshadows. They build and they blend and they mix between each shade beautifully. They're just really awesome eyeshadows. They're in my top 2, number 1 eyeshadow formulas out there, matte eyeshadow formulas. This is an amazing one, and I feel like these warmer shades are all the rage too. I just remembered, wow, Tara, I did a video on this palette. I'll link it down below if you're interested. But beautiful. They're just beautiful, beautiful matte eyeshadows. They're the eyeshadow. It's like a workhorse eyeshadow, one that you can grab if you're in a hurry and you don't want to worry, and that rhymed. With your eyeshadow, because they almost put themselves on. And then the last product is by a company called Adept Cosmetics. They have the logo on each side. I found this, I can't remember, I seen it on an Instagram account. People were posting alternatives to the Z palette, because there was that whole Z palette situation, which I was like, when I seen about it. But anyway, that's how I come across this particular palette right here. And it's a double-sided palette. This is actually, this and the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette were the only products like eyeshadow products and face blush highlighter products that I brought with was this and that Colored Rain eyeshadow palette when I went on my trip and I was gone for like a week and a half. This is all I used. It's a double-sided palette. It's huge. Let me grab an extra large Z palette to compare with you guys. Here's an extra large Z palette on this top portion so you can see size-wise. The Adept one holds so much product. You can see the width of one side is about the same width as one of the Z palettes, so when you fold it up it is wider. But this thing holds so much stuff. I've got MAC eyeshadows, Makeup Geek eyeshadows, my little Viseart, my one Dior, a bunch of Makeup Forevers, and then on the other side there is this clear piece that you can go back and forth to protect the two sides from each other. I put a bunch of Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighters and Makeup Forever eyeshadows that I use as highlighters and different blushes that I had that I could just throw in here. And this thing was awesome, like to get ready with. Boom, everything was just right there. And I don't think it was very expensive either. I want to say that I paid 25 bucks for it. They do have shipping. I don't know if I can't remember exactly, but the brand I'm going to show you guys here, it's Adept Cosmetics. And this thing here was awesome travel companion. Like I said, it's the only thing that I like brought with me for blush. And I will say I was wishing for my Dior Glowing Gardens Illuminating Powder, like the Jelly highlighter. I was wishing for that, but I did use the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighters that I brought with me because that's what I brought. Those are some products that I've just really been loving lately. I've got them all in front of me and like literally even just looking at them, they just make me happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen and I'll see you guys later. Bye.